When it comes to video production, lighting has to be one of the most time-consuming, difficult, and tedious parts of the process. On stage, you need enough lights to fill the stage, but you need them to kind of be hidden and have a seamless look to where they're not distracting to the audience. When shooting in natural light, things can be kind of easier, but then you're dependent on Mother Nature and you kind of get what you get. And even when you're in a studio with every light you could possibly imagine, there's still a lot of plotting and planning, rigging and setup just to put together a good look. Welcome back to Church Production. I'm Marcel Patillo. I am also the creative videographer at Church of the City. And recently we have been using the Nanlite PavoTube 30XR tube lights, which are very convenient, pretty cheap, and they are fun. As a creative videographer at Church of the City, I work on the creative team. We are a global team that work for all three of our locations. And while we do help with video elements for Sunday service, most of the time we're working on stories, recaps, daily devotionals, and even lyric videos or music videos. So we do a little bit of everything, but most of what we do is out of the studio in the Franklin campus, where we can set up cameras and lighting to really accomplish the videos that we need. For the last few months, we've been using the Nanlite PavoTube 30XR, which is a 4-foot LED tube light. It's got LEDs that run all throughout it. It's got quite the battery power, a CRI average of 97. It's got a TLCI average of 98. The color temperatures range from 2700 Kelvin to 12,000 Kelvin. It's got built-in CRMX and DMX compatibility. Can be controlled remotely through Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. A 4400 milliamp hour battery that can last for just over an hour and 30 minutes on full brightness. And convenient is truly an understatement for what this really is. We actually had a set of Titan tubes we had been sharing with our production team, which can be kind of inconvenient when they need them for a stage plot. So we actually had been looking for a tube light that we could keep in our studio. And there's a few things I noticed right off the bat when we pulled these out. They are slightly thinner than the Titan tubes. They are definitely lighter. They still have a metal framing, so they're very robust. And the menu system is actually easier to navigate in my opinion. As well as the Bluetooth connectivity, it seemed like we just powered these on, we started up the app, and we were connected. And it was so fast and easy to use. And it seemed like the quality was arguably indistinguishable between the two. And this is much cheaper. If I turn this on, you'll see that CRI color accuracy is pretty amazing. And one thing about lighting, the bigger the light source, the more even and soft the light is gonna be. Even and soft is typically what you're going for, unless you're going for a more grungy, dirty, or dark look where you may want hard lighting and a smaller, harsher source. And instantly you already notice how soft and easy this light is to look at. It just adds something to an already great lighting setup. This doesn't blow anything out. It doesn't seem harsh at all. You can put this anywhere. And one thing I love about it too is the catch lights. I've seen people use these when taking photos or doing video, like music videos, use these in a cross formation or an X formation to kind of make shapes in the actual eyes. And you can see that it really stands out when you have this right in front of somebody's face. The catch lights in people's eyes are amazing, and it's just another added convenience that you're just not gonna get from a spotlight or a big softbox. There's just so many things about the shape of this light that make it stand out. And the fact that it can do what you would want from a normal spotlight with a big softbox, which is soft, even lighting, just really puts it kind of over the top, especially for its price point. Oddly enough, one of the first things we used them for wasn't even supposed to go on camera. It was just this board that we had set up for kids to post some prayers on. And we wanted to create a space that was intimate, so at that portion of time in the Wednesday service, they could walk over there and kind of privately post their notes and kind of have that moment with God. We've done the same thing with these with certain photo booths. We've hidden these within the photo booth to actually just add some pop to the booth. You can plug these in, which is great for when I do have them in a photo booth in our lobby. There's big windows in the lobby and there's plenty of light pouring in, so these need to be on full brightness throughout the whole 2 or 3 services. But when you think about the fact that in a studio setting, we're rarely gonna have these on full brightness, then you really have a lot of battery life, because as you go down from 100%, the battery indicator on the back quickly starts to shoot up from 1 hour to 2 hours to 3 hours to 4 hours. So on a low brightness, this thing can last for a while. I have learned to call the PavoTube the king of looks because you can create so many different looks with it. And that's really been the fun, is going into different stories or different kind of creative projects and thinking about like, well, what can we do just to make this a little bit weirder? Now this thing has so many built-in special effects. I believe it has 15 different special effects. A lot of different variations you can do, but it's cool because you have these almost pixel-like control throughout the whole light with the different kinds of effects. So a big thank you to Nanlite for sending these out. I am a huge supporter of Nanlite. I love what they're doing, especially at the price point they're doing it at. They honestly make filmmaking possible for people like churches who may not have the biggest budgets but still want to present our God well. So a big thank you to them, and thank you for watching. Make sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the Church Production YouTube channel, as well as check out churchproduction.com for new insights and articles on everything church production. As always, I'm Marcel Patillo, and I'll see you all in the next one.